Quick announcement. So for this review video, yes, it will be audio only. This week has been a little bit more busy than I thought it would be. So yeah, audio only for this episode review. For Thursday, when I review Hospital Playlist Season 2, Episode 11, I can confidently say that it will be both audio and video. Now, for this upcoming Saturday and Sunday for episode 5 and 6 of Hometown Cha Cha Cha, I am going away this weekend, but I will try my best. I repeat, I will try my best to make episode 5 and 6 of Hometown Cha 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 to be both audio and video. So for this episode of Lovers of the Red Sky, I have to say this. I thought the episode was okay. When it comes to the action, it's pretty much less compared to episode 3 and really less compared to episode 1 and 2. But at the same time, I'm not complaining because you gotta build your story. I did enjoy seeing more of the backstory and more of where they're taking Ju-young's story. And also, I love seeing the relationship between Chongi and Haram develop even more. And so first, at the beginning of the episode, we are at the Dai house. We already know that Haram and Chongi are there. Then we see Misu, Ju-young, Yang-myung, and their people arriving at the Dai house. For Misu and Ju-young, they didn't really make their presence there. They were really observing the situation. For Yang-myung, the moment he got there, he instantly falls in love with Chongi's beauty. So that was our first taste of the love triangle. And I want to stop there with the love triangle. If there's even more, I think I'm gonna get sick of it because I feel like, every romance don't need a love triangle, to be honest, but that's just my opinion. But it is what it is. What was funny is that Chongi, at first, she didn't believe that Yang-myung was a prince, and she started talking sarcastically, saying that, oh, if you're Prince Yang-myung, then I'm his wife, and so forth. But then a moment later, Mansu and the others came to get Haram, and then Haram did leave a note for Chongi, which later we didn't know what the note says, unless I wasn't paying attention. Then later, as Ju-young was observing what was happening at the Dai house, he becomes very suspicious about the friendship between Haram and Yang-myung. He even said it himself. There was no signs of these two even knowing each other. But then afterwards, we find out that Ju-young has a wound, and that wound does not heal like regular wounds. We find out that that wound was created by the demon that he released in episode 1, and he is trying to find that demon. This is a wild guess, but it's most likely going to happen. I have a feeling once the demon is released, or I guess exorcised out of Haram, the demon may go into Ju-young. And then next we get a little bit more of a taste of the love triangle between Haram, Chongi, and Yang-myung. First, Chongi, she was told by Wonho that she couldn't enter the art contest. She was left out being on the list as he was presenting the list to everyone. But then, she does her own little thing and puts her name on the list. But then she was told to bring the list to Yang-myung. And she doesn't want to see Yang-myung because of their altercation at the Dai house, her being sarcastic, not believing that he was a prince, just being very disrespectful. So at the palace, she arrives there, but instead of meeting Yang-myung first, she meets Haram again. And Haram, he can recognize her voice. And then after Haram and Chongi do a little bit of talking, Prince Yang-myung does arrive. Chongi tries to run away. Prince Yang-myung does see her face and chases after her. So there's our second taste of the love triangle. Then Prince Yang-myung and Chongi do get into a little bit of a situation, and they're both pulling the list of the names of the artists who's going to enter into the contest. They're both pulling it. It rips. Chongi almost falls, but then Haram catches her, and we have that little romantic moment. And then we see Yang-myung looking at it. So I don't know if there's going to be some sort of fight between Haram and Yang-myung. Yang-myung does find Chongi beautiful, but at the same time, we do know there's going to be romance between our main characters, so I'm pretty sure there's going to be some fighting. Then we get to the art contest, pretty much towards the end of the episode. But before the art contest even started, Prince Yangmyeong was informed to find a mystical painter to restore the portrait of the former king. And he has to find that painter in the art contest. Then the art contest starts. For Cheongi, as of right now, she didn't get to join because she was locked up in a room because of Wonho, because of what she did. She put her name into the scroll. And then we see a mystery man in black ordering to find an artist and ordering a painting that he wanted. It was called Munbewa Sewa. That was the name of the painting. He used his powers to unlock the door of the room that Cheongi was locked up in, and he ordered his painting. Well, he demanded the painting. And then Cheongi pretty much gave him a random painting, and then she ran away. As she was running away, Cheongi gets caught by the bad guys that she was running away from, I think in episode 2 and 3, but then Haram came in and saved her. So my impression on episode 4, again, just like I said in the beginning, I thought it was okay, even though it was less action. They did a good storytelling, giving us more story on Misu and Jooyoung. For Misu and Jooyoung, I'm getting more and more curious. I want to find out what they're going to do. I want to find out what Misu is going to do because she's doing a good job in stirring the pot. For Jooyoung, first, I know he wants the throne. And I know now he wants to find the demon. But I feel like there is something more than that he wants. I mean, wanting the throne can be the grand prize of his story. But I think after finding the demon, I think he'll want more. And for Misu, I mean, her position, even though, again, she is stirring the pot, but I have a feeling everything that she's doing is going to backfire against her. And that's going to be really interesting if that does happen. For Haram and Cheongi, I do love that their relationship is developing, but I'm actually more curious on what Haram is going to do once he finds out that Cheongi has his eyes. I mean, think about it. Haram already knows that Cheongi is the little girl he met when he was a kid. But he also remembers that when she was a little girl, she was blind. Now he knows that she has her sight and ask his right-hand man, I forgot his name, but ask his right-hand man, how did she get her sight? What is he gonna do when he finds out the truth? I can only use my imagination on that. I mean, is it gonna be hate? Is it gonna be what? I mean, this is where God Samshin has to come in and tell them. So yeah, that's pretty much the gist of the episode in my review. If there's anything I might have missed, please leave it in the comments below. Like I said at the beginning of this review, don't worry, I will go back to video and audio, but for this week has been a little bit busy, so please bear with me. You will get video again, but for now, just audio. So anyway, if you like this video, like it, comment down below, and subscribe. See ya.